Hi, this is Kim Lawrence with Tape Solutions, and this video is going to be discussing and demonstrating UHB tapes, which stands for Ultra High Bond. They are a cross to a 3M product called VHB tapes, which stands for Very High Bond. They are considered in the double-faced foam tape family, even though technically they are not a foam product. These are examples of sample rolls that we have. There's about a half a dozen or so rolls here, but in the entire product line there are dozens of different products that are available that vary in thicknesses and color, the type of liner, what materials they stick to the best, whether it's between stainless steel, painted metals, plastics, glass, etc. These products are designed to be for applications where you want a permanent bond, where you never want to worry about that bond coming apart or needing the bond to come apart. They were designed to make an easier way to assemble a product in lieu of using an epoxy, rivets, screws, fasteners, welding, different types of methods that are not as good in the long term for the product that's being assembled, i.e. a tractor trailer, an ambulance, a train, any type of transportation vehicle, outdoor signage, display cabinetry, furniture of different types. There are many different applications for this, where this type of product would give a much more clean, stronger bond than those other types of methods. Especially in an outdoor situation, these products work really well in extreme conditions. They are UV resistant, they have a very high temperature range from low to high that they can withstand. They're designed to be able to withstand the elements of being outside. So if you do have a transportation product, you have outdoor signage, stuff like this, this product is much better than a rivet would be, because it gives you a cleaner line on the appearance of the product, but it also can withstand the wind vibration over time much better than a rivet can, which will eventually wear, creating a big hole in the sign, and it may eventually have to be replaced. There are, as I mentioned, a lot of different products in this line, and they are extremely unique. They come in different thicknesses, from as thin as 10 mil all the way up to 120 mil. Now, for those of you who don't understand that measurement, a mil is a 1/100th of an inch. So the thicknesses on these, say a 40 mil product is 4/100ths of an inch. If you're trying to do it towards the old English standard, you can take a fraction like 1/16, 1 divided by 16, and on a calculator that would come out to about 0.06 on the calculator. That's 6/100ths of an inch. So you would be looking for something around 60 mil if you are trying to get a product somewhere around 1/16 of an inch in thickness. And there are some products that are in that range. Probably one of the more popular thicknesses is 45 mil. It would be in between a 1/32 of an inch thick and 1/16. This is an example of a 45 mil product. Now, this particular product here, they all have some type of a poly liner on them that is on one side that you peel off. But if you notice, the product is kind of clear. So with a traditional foam tape, that would never be possible. You're pretty much limited to white or black or possibly gray as an option in a double-face tape. But in the UHB line, there are products that are clear. So if you have glass or some type of a translucent plastic that you don't want the double-face tape to show, you can purchase this product in a clear version, and it will give you a nice clean appearance. There are a few products in the line where the product is black in color. It's not quite as common. This is a 10 mil product here, which is pretty thin, but the tape itself is black. The red part that you see is just the poly liner that is removed once it's been applied. There are gray products in the line. These typically are going to be used in a lot of the automotive applications, where say you have side molding or trim or something like that you want to put on, where you have maybe plastic product on one side and painted aluminum or stainless steel on the other. And these products that are gray generally are the best products for automotive applications. But again, if color is important to you, you have some choice there. And then of course the traditional white. There are plenty of products out there where the product itself is white if you need that color. This is an 80 mil thick product, so you can see this is pretty thick here. Would be pushing close to 1/4 of an inch in thickness. Generally, when you are wanting to use these types of products, again, I want to reiterate, they are for permanent applications. So you don't want to put this on a product where at some point in time you may want to have to remove it. Because after the bond has been made in a 72-hour time frame, it has flowed into the surfaces of the product so much so that it has become a part of the surfaces it's been applied to, and you would pretty much have to saw it in half to get it off, and that's not going to be easy. The technology in UHB and VHB tapes is very unusual. It isn't really aggressive. It doesn't feel all that tacky to the human skin. And the reason is this isn't a traditional adhesive tape where you have, say, a foam material where they've coated some high-tack acrylic or rubber-based adhesive on both sides. This particular product and technology is an acrylic polymer material that is all one substrate. And it's very conformable. And the whole trick to this is, as I've said before, when you apply it to a surface, the material flows into the microscopic crooks and crannies of the stainless steel or plastic material that you've applied it to, and over a 72-hour time frame anchors itself in there and becomes a part of it. And that's how the bond becomes so strong. It isn't something that you would expect, but it does work very effectively and has been out in the marketplace for more than 20 years, used in construction sites, holding up mirrored tiles in the ceilings of a Chicago airport at one point. They are an extremely reliable bond. Now, when you want to apply these products, there are a couple of things that will be really important. The first thing being that if you've never used these products before, try a sample first. Pick the product that is, you think, or with our suggestion, that is best for what you want to do. We will send you a complimentary sample roll that will be about a size like this, where there's probably 3 or 5 yards or more of product on here, that would give you the opportunity to test it. In order to make sure that you have the best ideal bond, you want to make sure your surfaces are clean.